What is up, guys? Neogenics here, and welcome back to Victory at Sea. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We're still fighting the Japanese, and we had just got a cruiser, and we had won some battles. We got some money saved up. We got the Portland-class cruiser, which, yeah, there we go. And the next one's going to be an Omaha-class, which is going to have torpedoes. It doesn't have the 8-inch guns, but it does have torpedoes, so that actually might come in quite handy. Let's go ahead and leave port and see what we can do for Rear Admiral. It is time to make a strike at the enemy. Sink every ship they have at Mili Atoll. Oh, damn it. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a try. We might get lucky, and maybe I did enough damage where their supply is really low. But we'll see. Oh, the supply level is quite low. Nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this then. Attack the port. Yes. All 7 selected. All they have is 2 destroyers. Okay, doke. Let's put the puffer over here. Let's take our Portland here. Put him with the Fletcher again. And then we have the Clark. Put these guys in this kind of a stagger formation. Put the Fubuki in the front. The reason being to put him in the front is because the torpedoes are much better on the Japanese ships than they are the Americans. Alright, so make that one a tight formation, and he's going to go after that one right there. Destroyer lead, grab those, loose formation, and go after these. And again, I'm going to take charge of the submarine. Just slowing it down for a second so I can come into battle without having to rush. There we go. Speed this back up to normal time. Alright, so he's going to get away from me unless I come up and try to get some speed. I didn't come close enough. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to go down. Let's try to get some torpedoes in the water at this guy. Alright, so let's just continue on. Actually, we're going to go this way. Try to get my number 1 torpedo on this guy. There's that. If that hits, that would be wonderful. Oh, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and deep dive. Wait for our friends to get in. Of course, I didn't deep dive quick enough, I don't think. There we go. We are down, so now they won't be able to get me with their depth charges. He's not sure where I'm at right now. And the fleet is coming to the rescue. We're just going to keep going in this direction. Hopefully the fleet will save my little butt. Alright, they have torpedoes in the water. So, we need to turn this away. There we go. A little micromanagement here and there. Turn that back off. Let's go to the submarine. Yeah, see, he's still too close to me. If he wasn't so close to me, I'd go ahead and jump up. These are our little landing craft that we're supposed to be protecting, because we need 10 of those to land. Alright, so let's go ahead and come up out of the water now. Ship is destroyed. We're going to come up all the way out of the water. And we need to go back to tactical, grab the destroyer leader, who's going after... I want the shore batteries dead. Those are the main targets in my opinion, because those can fire at the transports. So we want those things dead as soon as possible. If this actually works, I'll be quite surprised. Usually you have a hard time doing any damage, but with the supply level being so low on this, on the AI here, we might not have too hard of a time. It's really hard to do any damage to these. You'll see when he starts firing. If he gets him close enough. Those short batteries are going to start wrecking me here pretty soon. Luckily, there's only one of them, so he'll only be able to shoot at 1 landing craft at a time. There we go. We got 1 landed, and we are going to go all stop and start firing at this right here. And you'll see, I'm not going to be able to do much damage. Even when you hit them, I mean, their health just doesn't go down. It is going down very, very slightly. We got 9, and this will be the 10th landing transport, and that'll be our new base of operations. Yes. Actually worked. I actually was not expecting that to work. Hell yes, 3.5 million war bonds. Oh, there's the Omaha. It's open. Alright, port has been captured by Allied forces. And I get another million. That gives me 10 million war bonds now. I can go ahead and buy the Omaha. Let's go to shipyard. We need... crap. Yeah, we'll buy the Omaha instead of repairing that guy. Let's just go ahead and buy this really fast. And then the next time we go into port, I should have enough money and I'll go ahead and repair that guy. So now we have 2 cruisers, one with torpedoes and one with 8-inch guns. Let's see if there's any missions available. Mission support your fleet of the transport supplies to the region, help them hold it. Okay, so we have to do a transport. Never actually done one of these before. Region, help them hold on. Alright, it's 183 kilometers, so that's quite a ways. We have oil tankers, all that good stuff. So we need to keep these things defended. So I'm sure I need to open a soda. I'm dying over here. So I'm sure what's going to happen is I'm going to end up getting attacked here momentarily. We're going to have probably, with being so far away, 2 or 3 attacks, I would imagine. This thing is not very fast right now because of the transports I am escorting. Man, why is this so laggy? What's going on? That's really odd. Alright, well. Whatever, I'm not sure why. That's kind of weird. I haven't changed any settings since last time I played, so I'm not sure. Alright, so we have another 125 kilometers to go. I'm waiting to get attacked. This shouldn't be long. I'm actually quite surprised that the Japanese haven't already come after me. Alright. Yeah. They're taking their sweet time, ain't they? We got over here. Alright, those are all allies. What is that? Tuvalu? 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 Yeah, Tuvalu. Oh, I'm dying of thirst here. Been pumping out videos like crazy. So thirsty. I'm on daytime. I want to see what this guy's fighting. Oh, nothing no more. Sweet. Alright, there's Guadalcanal. Yeah, this is taking a sweet time, isn't it? Holy crap, why is this going so slow? I'm at times 12 speed for crying out loud. Let's go. Almost there. 40 kilometers. Guadalcanal is still being... They're trying to attack them. It's kind of early though. It's only December 41. Alright, there we go. Sweet. There's the place. And actually, that's the guy that's trying to intercept me here. He's got, well, we're not going to let him intercept me. I'm going to get the million war bonds. Let's pause it. What does he got? He got 2 torpedo boats, 2 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, and a cruiser. Woo! You know what? Let's go for it. I ain't got a lot of money, so if I lose this, I'm going to be in trouble. But if I can keep... Oh, and there's a light carrier, too. I thought that was a light cruiser. I misread that. That's alright. This is going to be pretty rough. Okay, let's do this. You might actually see me lose. It's very, very possible right now. We're going to add... I'll add the Omaha over here. Give this group a little bit more firepower. And then we'll pour a little bit closer to Fletcher. And we will take the Omaha loose formation. Ooh, he's right by the carrier too. He might be able to take the carrier real quick. That is freaking amazing. Alright, so your guys are going to go for them. And then our heavy cruiser, which is the Portland, and escort this tight formation. And I'm going to have you guys go for the Agano. Let's go ahead and slow down the speed one more time like we did last time. Drop this. Let's turn sharp toward this direction, and we've got to get some torpedoes into that carrier. Otherwise, he is going to be a serious freaking issue. Turn. I should have fired my rear torpedoes at him first, huh? He's not going very fast. My torpedoes are pretty quick. Let's judge him. Let's judge it right there. Let's keep spinning. come the destroyers. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he's turning, son of a bitch. Okay. Let's fire a torpedo at this guy. So the carrier's going to get away. Unless he keeps turning to his left. If he keeps turning left, he'll take one. He might take one anyway. Yeah, he took one. These torpedoes just do not do a lot of damage. Let's get my speed up. Come on. Damn it. Alright, well. Might be able to get one more salvo of torpedoes off before I have to dive. And I might take one depth charge because I am going to get these off before I have to dive. Come on, come on, come on. Load! Erg. It's very frustrating. Let's fire them here. Let's dive deep now. And really hope that that works. Let's give it a slight speed up. Is he going to get me with depth chargers? Yes, he is. Okay, he did hit me with one set. But it disappeared off his radar now, or his sonar. And I am gone. So this at least is occupying their two destroyers. I did get another torpedo into him to prop his damage, which means he is now slower. I do have reinforcements coming here in 2 minutes and 5 minutes respectively. I'm not sure what kind of ships they are though yet. We're gonna stay dive for right now, just until these guys can do some damage over here. All right, we'll keep him on manual control. We're gonna keep him coming this way. We're gonna take charge of the Portland, which is right here, and try to get some shots into these guys. So I can't fire from those, but I can fire from these. There's the light cruiser. We'll fire here. Slow this down again. Let's turn. Try to get my rear gun, my rear turret to come around on him. Some shots here. And here. And let's go to the light cruiser really fast. Oops. Let's go to the light cruiser really fast. I'm going to get some torpedoes out on this guy. Let's spin him. And get our torpedoes. We're going to fire these bad boys over this way. And then spin around this way. Ooh, torpedoes in the water. I'm going to take one, ain't I? Shit. Okay. Well, at least the light cruiser didn't take one. Let's take him off manual. Let's go back to the heavy cruiser. A lot of micromanaging. Can't imagine what it's going to be like when I have a lot more ships than this. Oh, those are nice hits. So the destroyers are still up there messing around with the submarine, not doing much good. And we're going to fire here and here. Awesome! Alright, that's a cruiser down. The aircraft carrier really isn't bothering us too much. Let's go after this other light cruiser right here. Let's pause it real quick and get group number 1, which is the... Since we already lost the destroyer. Alright, we're going to have him go after these guys right here. And then group number 2... There really isn't a group number 2, is there? Alright, so it should actually be our Portland. And then this guy right here, who we're supposed to be in group number 2, is supposed to be keeping a tight formation. We're going to have them go here, and then I am going to retake control of the Portland. So I need him to get some shots at this guy right here. So we'll fire here and here. 3 rounds into him. Some shots. AA all over the place. Fire here and here. It looks like he's turning to his left, so we might be able to get some shots into him if he keeps going that way, which he did. Awesome. Alright, we're almost loaded. Fire some more salvos into this guy. My other little miniguns can't really reach, so not much I can do about that. The carrier is actually shooting at me. And you know you screwed up, right, son? Oh, yeah. He's shooting at our light cruiser now. take charge of him really fast. No, we need to spin the other direction. Get max speed on him. Let's have the Clemson also go this way. He's going to put some torpedoes in the water over here. Keep going. 4. Turn some more. Put some more torpedoes in the water. Take you off manual. Oops. Take you off manual. And have him spin this way. And I pushed the wrong button. Ah. Ooh! That was one hell of a hit. Let's drop some more torpedoes in the water right here. Take him off manual. Go to our light or our heavy cruiser. Have him start heading up this way a hair. And try to get some shots of these guys. The only thing I hate about this is even when it's paused, you still hear the freaking anti-aircraft guns on these. Highly annoying. So we do have some more torpedoes. Maybe those will get some good hits. It looks like he is really slow right now from all the maneuvering he's been doing. So he is definitely going to take at least one of those out. It looks like 2. Awesome. Okay, so he's down. Our Marblehead is getting his butt stomped. He is pretty much out. We're going to retreat him. We cannot afford to have him sunk because we can't afford to really replace him. To repair him, I should say. It's too expensive. Let's see. Yes, go after him. Go after him. Beautiful. Shit. Shit. Light cruiser is going to take some torpedoes. He might sink. There's not much I can really do about it. Unless it's a dud, he's dead. Yep, okay. He went down. That sucks. That means I'm going to have to repair that guy as well. Okay, well, how do I make him freaking attack without... Okay, I guess I got to go into the overview. Damn it. There, turn off this manual control. Go to our heavy cruiser. And try to get some more shots into this guy right here. I knew I was going to have trouble with this fleet. They had cruisers and a carrier, along with the torpedo boats. Torpedo boats are a pain in the ass. They're really, really tiny. They're a pain in the ass to hit. The only way to really damage them is you have to get in on them with your ships and get close enough for your, like your little machine guns and stuff like that to actually do some damage to them. And the problem is I still have 2 more destroyers up here I need to deal with. He's going to take 1 only. Almost down. These guys are just not sinking. Ugh. Okay, let's take our Fubuki. Where is he? Let's take these 2 guys right here and bring them over here to do that. And then we'll take the cruiser, continue working on this guy. Our submarine, what is he doing? He's still stuck there, isn't he? Sure as hell is. Come on. Leave me be. Alright. This Tritos should be dead here in a second. I should be able to finish him off. And then we'll go and work on the torpedo boats. Because the heavy cruisers guns are going to be a lot better than the destroyers. Little mini guns that he's using. So that should sink him. And then we're going to speed this up. Get to the north here. Alright, sweet. So it's actually working quite well. Alright, now our submarine can go do his thing. Let's turn him off this. Let's go to our submarine. Let's spin him this way. Let's come to periscope depth. Finally, our submarine can do something. At least he was keeping these 2 occupied for a while. So that actually was pretty handy. We're going to come up out of the water completely. Get our little mini cannon to start working on these guys. There we go. Shit. Lost 3. Head back down. Fire some torpedoes here. And then start turning. There we go. Spin, spin, spin. Put a torpedo in the water over here. And bring them over this way. Get them zigzagging a little bit. Go to deep dive because they're definitely coming after me. There's no doubt about it. Get the cruiser. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Whew. Now we we did lose 3 ships, including one of them was a light cruiser. He gives an accommodation medal for my valor. But damn, look at that with some good money. Alright. And we unlocked the Pensacola. Sweet. Alright, let's head up back to port and repair the ships that are currently damaged. And maybe even completely repair the ones that were sunk. Should have the money for it if everything is good. Hardest one's going to be that light cruiser. Yeah, I don't have the money for that. See, it's pretty expensive. And that's what I was worried about him sinking for, is that I knew that the money wasn't going to be there. So we could sell one of these guys. Like, he's got a lot of torpedoes on his port and starboard, though. We could do the porter class. No, that's a destroyer leader. We definitely need that guy, huh? The Fubuki. Yeah, we'll sell the Fubuki. I'd rather have a cruiser than a regular old ship. There we go. So we got 10 million credits, and then our 10 million freaking war bonds, and then we can buy the Pensacola. So that's going to give us. He's got 3, 6, 9, 12. All right. So they've got the same amount of primary. Okay, so they've got the same amount of 8-inch guns. Let's see if we can get any more missions. Your exceptions don't work. Nope, no missions. We're going to leave port and see what other kind of trouble we can get into now. We need to start working on some of these other ports back over where we originally was by Suva. Start working on getting some of the supply ships that are supplying these guys. Make sure we don't let them reach the ports. Kind of like what we did with Millie. That's why the supply level was so low. Alright, so we got quite a ways to go to get back over. Ooh, we got submarine. That's fine though. Leave them sitting there. Damn, this is a long sail. Good God. Alright, so Jaluit Atoll. It's gonna be this one right here. What's the supply level like? He is fully supplied. So we need to do. Oh, that's definitely hit this. Definitely hit this one. Okay. Get all 7 of my guys selected. Okay, so we had to do the cargo vessels. It's coming from 2 different angles. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put the Raleigh over here, along with our destroyer lead, the Clemson, and the Cleves. And we'll combine these guys up here in a second. And then we're going to take the Portland and the Fletcher. And I'm going to take Cleves over here also. This way each side's got destroyers. And the Puffer, I'm just going to put him somewhere here. It's too bad I can't actually move this guy. That's not something I can do. Alright, we're going to do this. Keep him something like this. Because just in case we run into a submarine, we will be quite protected. Let's keep them in a tight formation. Same thing with our Portland over here. Let's keep them in a tight formation. Holy cow, okay. Let's see. What is that? Let's see. Alright, so that's a tanker. So let's send him here. Let's send these guys here. And then the submarine, we're going to turn him directly to the north. And challenge these guys. There we go. Alright, let's speed it up. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, so everything looks pretty good. I think we should be all set. Speed it up just a hair. It's coming this way. I want to swing my front end back around to get shots of these guys. All cargo ships. We ought to sink 6 cargo ships. You do have a good pincer attack going on. Alright, swing my front end around and get some torpedoes in Ziavata. We're going to put them, let's call it here. So it looks like our heavy cruiser is going to be dealing with the destroyers, along with his 2 destroyer escorts. There you go. That looks like a good supply cargo ship. Took a nice torpedo, and the other one's going to take one too. Nice. Awesome, awesome. Okay. And they almost are loaded again. Put them in the water. Let's bring our tail end around. and get some shots onto these guys right. Call it here. So he should be dead. If he keeps spinning, that's gonna. Oh well, I got one. How is it looking over here? Ooh! Damn, he just got shreked. Looks like he took a torpedo hit and it just blasted him out of the water. That sucks. Alright, so them guys are going after that one. I'm gonna go after this one and then get my tail around. So he's gonna take one, it looks like. Yep. Oh, nice. Beautiful hit. And I will try to hit this guy also. Alright, so our guys are doing work over there. We're doing work over here. And there's not much left. Let's go ahead and get to the surface so we can chase this guy down. And that's going to be all it wrote for this enemy fleet. The supply fleet will be dead. Which is really good because it's going to keep this port from getting supplied, which is exactly what we need. I shouldn't be able to catch that guy, honestly. He's a little bit quicker than me being on the surface, it looks like. Maybe not. Maybe not. Am I going to catch him before they sink him? Does not appear so. Shot's going all the way over there. Yeah. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. What, can I not see him? Is that what it is? I don't know what to do. I don't know why his shot was going so far to the left. Go home, you're drunk. Alright, so that gave me another 3.5 million. And unlocked 2 more ships. And they're unlocking quick. They're unlocking quicker than I can actually buy the damn things now. Alright, so I have a harass fleet here. Not what we want. Let's go and repair this guy real quick, I guess. Let's go get him back to life, repair up the damaged ships if we had any, and then head back out to that atoll. And continue patrolling it, trying to keep all their ships from entering and supplying it. Alright. That 3.7 million. So what did we unlock? Alright. This is an AA boat. People, if you guys don't know much about World War II, there was they had the Juno and the Atlanta. They were both AA boats. Well, one of them was actually carrying the Sullivan brothers, which I believe was a Juno, and the 5 brothers that were actually killed altogether when their ship was sunk. And that's one of the reasons the military made the rule that brothers can't serve in combat zones together. Especially if it's the last child, the last living male can't serve in a combat zone. So the New Orleans, the Pensacola, and the Atlanta. The next ship would be the Brooklyn. That's a really cool ship, by the way. I'd like to get my hands on that one, to be quite honest. Let's go back out and try to get into some kind of trouble over here. We got to get some more of these supply ships sunk. Try to keep the port from being supplied. Alright, there's a supply convoy right there. We are going after him first thing. Take him out. We have all 7 selected. All I have is this would be an easy kill. I'm actually thinking about selling the submarine. I'm not big on him. I don't know. I mean, he does have his moments where he shines, but most of the time it doesn't really work out. So I think I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of him, sell him off. All right, put one here and one here, and our light cruiser, same exact setup. There we go. The only good thing about having the submarine is that you can kind of put him anywhere, and he's kind of eyes. And like immediately before the game even begins, you'll have some eyes on where the AI are. Other than that, it's just he keeps the AI occupied. That he does, but overall, it's just not really. I don't know. He's not as handy as I would like for him to be. And I could sell him and actually buy something that's a little more important than this guy. Alright, so we got the 2 guys right there. Submarine. Yeah. There we go. And we're going to come up out of the water as soon as I can. There. Just like that. We're going to run on top. Let's go Light cruiser and heavy cruiser. Yep. Okay. Too easy then. Too easy. This should be a nice, easy kill. Of course, now that I said, I'll probably get wrecked by him. Yeah, he's coming directly after me. Let's go underwater so that we are ready. Let's put some torpedoes in the water at this guy. Hopefully get lucky. And we didn't. Not surprised. Let's go all back. I just want to go back just so I can get 3 more torpedoes in the water here. Alright, so we're going to aim directly at this guy and then dive. Well, I did get one into him at least. There we go. And his little depth chargers are not going to bother me whatsoever. And the rest of my fleet will be able to finish him off, no problem. He is done. So, we'll go ahead and surface and then chase this guy down and finish him off. And that'll be all this match wrote. There we go. Beautiful. It worked out a lot easier than I thought it was going to. That's that one ship that was by the port. Heavy cruiser and our light cruiser are putting shots into him, trying to finish him off before my submarine can even get near him. Nice. Good damage, good damage. There we go. Learn to aim, guys. Good God. You guys suck. Oh, yeah. Waste all that time chasing them down. You guys are going to sink him. Okay, so we got 1.1 million from that. I'd like to go and finish that guy, but he's near the port. I'm afraid that if I attack him, it might throw me into the battle with the port. I'm not ready for that. The supply level is still a little bit higher than I want. This guy got a destroyer and a cruiser. He wants to fight? Let's fight. Beautiful. Okay. So 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser. Should be a pretty easy kill. We still have them in the same spread? No, of course not. One thing I gotta say about this, it's quite freaking annoying having to do this every battle. It'd be nice if there was like a save hotkey, you know, some way to save a formation or something. That would be the freaking way to do it. Okay, submarine. Turn hard. There we go. Speed up a hair. And come up out of the water. Let the destroyer know where I'm at so he'll come this way. There we go. Dive. Slow it down a little bit. Put some torpedoes in the water. Spin her around and try to get the other torpedoes off. So there's double torpedoes right there. Pfft. Wow. Holy crap, that just happened. Alright guys, are they going to take torpedo hits? No. Nothing. Sweet. Easy kills. So that was quick and free money for 2 million bucks. Alright, let's see what else we can find. That might be a supply fleet. We're going to go ahead and attack it. I know it's nighttime and I really can't see what we're attacking, but I'm going to take the chance that escort. So yeah, this is another supply fleet. Alright. Puffer. Over here. We're not going to do the whole formation thing. We're just going to kind of grab them all and send them reeling here. Makes it, over there. Makes it a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, and it's not so micromanagey. There we go. Speed this up. Gosh, I cannot wait to get some freaking some aircraft carriers. I think aircraft carrier is going to make this a lot more fun. Probably a lot easier too, because then we can have a whole bunch of planes dive bombing these guys while we're trying to hit them. Make life a little easier, I think. I want to go after that cluster right there. We'll fire here. Spin my tail around. And fire here. He's still going to take one regardless, which he did. Yeah. Put some more in the water. You're dead. You ain't surviving that. No siree. Woo! Submarine doing work. Ow! Hacks. Evasion hacks. And get our tail spun around on this guy. Yes, magazine detonation. And I'm a little bit too close to actually hit this guy, so I'll let my surface fleet go ahead and finish him off. So the submarine actually did wonders that time, and I just got promoted to rank of Vice Admiral. Look at me go. So we're at 10 mil, and the Brooklyn class is unlocked. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We'll do another battle real quick. This guy's coming right toward me, so he changed his mind, didn't he? I don't think he liked what he saw. Come on, attack. Let's do this. Gato here next. Excuse me. There we go. Alright. Speed her up. The usual. Let's get this guy to come after me. Here we go. Ha! Alright. Alright. Let's put some shots here and then spin for the back end to come around. And then once the back end's around, this guy's going to try to chase me straight down. So we're just going to try to put a shot right into him. And it was a beautiful hit. We'll dive down deep. And that's going to be it for this one. This one's pretty much over. This guy's going to spend the next 15-20 minutes trying to sink a submarine that he can no longer hit. All the while, he's going to have a whole fleet, a whole surface fleet shooting at him. And we'll just stop moving. If he gets far enough away, we'll come up like this. Oh, and he did. Okay. Didn't need to do it. Made that look pretty easy. And I believe there was... Oh, we got the Northampton heavy cruiser unlocked. And I think the last one after the heavy cruiser is the next one is the aircraft carrier. Debating if we should do another battle or not. Probably should head back to base. He's doing a harass. He's only as a cruiser. We'll go ahead and do our thing. Abakuma. That was the name of the cruiser that was there. A submarine. Try to get some torpedoes in the water. With it being daytime, I think that what it is with daytime, the AI are a little bit smarter and they can detect torpedoes further out than if it was nighttime. That's what it seems like anyway. See, so he's already turning. Oops. Which is kind of cool. I mean, it gives it a little more realisticness to it. It's almost like, you know, they're not so stupid. They don't just drive straight into your torpedoes like he just did with that one. Dumbass. Just as I get ready to say that. Okay. Whatever then. That's actually pretty damn funny. Yeah, those torpedoes are probably going to miss. Yep. They didn't lead far enough. But the surface fleet should take care of him no problem, so that should be quite an easy kill. We will surface to go ahead and try to fire some guns on this guy. There we go. There. And dive down underwater, let him know where I'm at. And put some torpedoes in the water here. And dive down deep. Ooh, he split the torpedoes. I'm going to take some damage from depth charges. That's okay. Yeah, just a little bit. Not too bad. And now he'll spend the next 10 minutes trying to kill me when he can't even hit me. It's pretty easy to trick the AI in this game, I've noticed. That's one thing I'd like to see patched is maybe some AI buffs. I mean, I just get done saying, oh yeah, the AI are, escort carrier, the AI are doing pretty good, you know, oh yeah. And 2 seconds after I freaking say that, the son of a bitch runs right into one of my torpedoes, doesn't even bother turning. That's great. That was just great. Let's see if we can't get an aircraft carrier. Let's see how much they cost. Kind of going over a little bit on this, but that's alright. So everything's repaired. Oh, it's only 10 million for the aircraft carrier, so we're going to go ahead and get it. The Tulagi, and Boykin's gonna be the commander. He has 2 Avenger torpedo bombers and 3 Grumman Hellcat fighters, which is really nice. Which is the funny part about it is you get the F6F Hellcats, okay, but then in the big carriers, they're using Wildcats. And if you know anything about World War II, you understand what I'm talking about. The Wildcat is a much worse fighter than the Hellcat. And then the same thing, these things use Avenger torpedo bombers, where these guys are using the really shitty Devastator torpedo bombers. Kind of funny, actually. All right, so that's gonna be it, guys, for this mission. For this, oh, look at that big old guns. Let's see if we can get a mission real quick. Oh, I got 500,000 war bonds, whatever. And that leaves me with 4.5 million war bonds, and that's gonna be it for this episode here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's probably going to get a little bit crazy later on once I got a lot more ships. It's going to be a lot more micromanaging. The battles are probably going to last a lot longer, so I'm probably only going to be able to do, maybe 2 or 3 battles compared to the 5 or 6 I've been doing per episode. But, yeah, still enjoying it. It's been a pretty fun game to play. It's, the graphics aren't the greatest, but it's still pretty fun to play. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Peace!